Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, our draw features two from the AFC, between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Another run for Henry. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down. He finds Bateman on the slant. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure coming. That's complete, David Njoku. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Breaks the tackle. And another small 4-yard chunk there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the gun, Jackson. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurking defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Already.
So first down from the 41.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot. Sit hot.
Back to work after throwing the pick. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Ready. Middle. Ready. I got shot. Hey.
Out of the gun and give to Hill. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Jackson now on 3rd. And the Browns get there and take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The Browns take over first and 10.
Ready, set.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. He's dropping deep on this snap. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. So first down from the 41. Play action. Here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Hey, report! Report! Sit up!
This is Henry on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Jackson now, third and long. Finds the in route complete. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Report! Sit up! 180!
Out of the gun, Henry. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jackson, quick pass wide. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to Tez Walker. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Browns on top early. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6.
180! Sit up!
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go! Top 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Judkins running between the tackles. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
From the gun, Judkins. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go. Viking 18. Ready?
From the red zone now. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Come on, come on.
Running the draw here with Judkins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Kick by Trujillo is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Ready? Get on.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. From the pistol, Henry. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
What? Hey, hey.
Lamar out of the pistol. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Browns take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I can hear it now, Kate, before it even comes out of my mouth when I say anybody but a receiver or corner is the best athlete on the field. But I'm starting to really feel like these DNs in today's NFL game are the best athletes. And when you watch one chase down a play like that for negative yards, well, I'll make my case and I'll stand on that opinion.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Working quickly here. Sanders now on third down. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at a fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Kick by Trujillo is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Hill now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
DC ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun. Lamar off the play fake. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Denzel Ward makes the play. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or 2 to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Hill now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10.
Alpha, sit on.
Jackson trying again after the pick. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Sit hard. 180. 180. Ready shot. Sit on.
Throwing again is Lamar. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, sit on.
Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Brings up second and 16 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Hits him on the in route. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
To Rashad Bateman.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Ready, sit on. Sit on.
Now Jackson on third down. He's trying to push the field. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
19 tight. Ready. 60, 19 ready.
Sanders going to throw here on first. Looking right, and he finds him. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, they need 7.
Ready. Set.
Third and long, they're going to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
And plenty of hang time on this one. All right, they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
At their own 28-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
180.
He'll throw it. Flush out now to his left. He can run it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Play action, Sanders. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here he goes, third and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Jackson to throw it. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
Loss of 6 yards brings up third and 16.
we change it. Go.
Third and long for him here. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun, Jackson. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it inside the 25. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First down, here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Hill now. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be Browns football.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
To the air on first down, Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it sets up second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Deontay Johnson, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He's got it at the 24. Fights his way through a tackle. Escapes a defender. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
Ready?
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Lamar back to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And they'll get there
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs, third down.
180. 180.
Air it out on third. Escapes the pocket. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
No, we changed it.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's Hill on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Design run, Jackson keeping it. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. This one right for Lamar. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens get it back to within 6.
Ravens 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10.
Alert. Go.
The give, here's Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Let's go now. Pass the 60.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Handoff now to Judkins. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate. I got to judge that one. That tells me that that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And the coverage team is there as he fields it. So almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Second down now, they need 7. Trying down the middle with Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Got ready.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Trap 50. Trap 50.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cougar 19.
Judkins up the middle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Ready. Like it. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. So that brings up 4th and long. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
DC,
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Complete to number 7, Rashad Bateman. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. This one's set up for Lamar. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. This is Cox, that's Walker. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Hey, this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
180. To what? 180. What is it?
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
180. 180. What is it?
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think that time the defense was thinking a run play was going to come at them, right? Actually, most of us probably thought that was the right call. Still, wasn't a problem for them to adapt and get into coverage and force now a 4th down.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
180.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the first down.
Sit hot. 180. Middle. I'm out here. Cut.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
180. Get hot. 180. Go ahead. Get hot.
Running once more with Henry. Breaks the tackle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Lamar off the play fake. Buying some time left. He's keeping it. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
13. And it's not. Sit up.
Going with King Henry here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens find a way to tie it late. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, But they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Ravens 21, Browns 20. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Johnson on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Setting up to pass. A bit of a screen pass for Judkins. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Brought down back at the 21.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
60, ready? 70, step the wolf.
Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And boy, they made a challenge for that 1st down. They got very close. Picked up 14. Now it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Jerry.
Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And that brings up 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
It's on target to Johnson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
He'll look to throw it. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on, come on. Hey. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready?
To throw. He finds Njoku, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
16 yards.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
16 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
Purple 8, Viking 18. Cut up. Ready,
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
To number 86.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Got 60. Ready?
Working out of the gun, Sanders. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Panther 11. Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw it. Caught by his running back judgments. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
With the game on the line, here's Maddox Trujillo. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.